Sin, come on. You can do it, Condenser Mike. Condenser Mike, can you do it? There we go. Hello, hello. Does it feel hot? Kind of looks like it might be. What do you think? Like a little, is it hello, 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 hello? Is that Lolly, you would know? Is it louder than normal? All the other settings should be okay. You're fine? All right. Well, I know. But okay, so here's the haps. Is I did that thing yesterday, and yeah, a lot of people liked it. Oh, here, let's just check in with it. That's a fun thing to do. So I'm usually too quiet. Okay, you let me know if I start like popping and hissing. I'm not trying to do anything like that. Okay. Me quiet, me mumble. Okay, here's the thing. Hey peeps. Ham, welcome to the stream. So yesterday I did a portrait of this lady. Let's see here. And it went well. I did a drawing. Let's pull up the drawing. Let's bring up the drawing since I'm talking about it. I drew Vampirina here. So she was like, make me a vampire. This girl. And Lolly was there, so we spent 2 hours half chatting, half drawing this vampire girl. And there were all sorts of results. People liked it. Got upvotes. People thought it was good. Yo, this is amazing. It's a fun process, yeah. And all that is... looks stoned. That's a new one. Okay, that gets an upvote. It may have. She may have followed me on Twitch shortly after. It's because artists have such riz. We're literally dripping with riz. No, we don't have riz. we are rizless. The young and the rizless. Well, anyway. What did happen was it looked like whatever, 45 people looked at my actual stream because I posted a link to that. You could see that there. And so I was like, okay, here's an underhanded, this is like the artist cheat way of perhaps driving traffic to, and I am a patient person. I think that, I think it's not too much to ask for free art to ask for people to check out my stream. That feels like a little artistic quid pro quo. And everybody loves that models, even unprofessional ones, put themselves out there. You know, it's this mutual exchange of vulnerability. It's great. So yes, we're gonna do, well, here's what's gonna happen is I'm gonna do a few studies. I might draw this weirdo. This lovely gentleman. Or, but in reality, because I'm trying to do this to achieve something, there's this alternative looking girl who would probably do a little bit better. And in terms of people being curious about the process, as opposed to, yep, you made a weird guy look weird, great. And this is one of those, like, artistic realities that, you know, I don't have preconceived notions. I will draw poop on a stick if I'm paid to do it. But I'm not being paid to do it, so let's not make things harder or more challenging for an audience, at least. In the war for eyeballs, I know it's not turn her into a princess. Well, I might try. There was another. Okay, so we can vote. Let's let the chat decide. There's this girl who is alt goth. I don't know if she's alt goth. She has that sort of interestingness. Yes, we can vote. So it'll be between. I'll give you three options. Alt goth girl. Let's just call her that. Or we can do. Not that guy. No one's gonna click on that. This guy has to have the clickability factor. Okay, this doggy would be challenging, and actually, pets would be interesting. An interesting sort of thing to round it out. Yep. And then this girl, you'd think I would want, but no. It would be. Okay, this girl is an easy analog for like a Zelda. And can I zoom in a little bit more? Now, of course, she's sort of like giving the peace sign and holding up her phone in every darn pose. But she's already got the elf ears and whatever. It's a little too smiley, a little too whatever. Zelda girl and doggo. Crystal ball. Yeah, she could be holding a Triforce or something, right? And yeah, the lighting in this image is actually really good. And, you know, whatever. She doesn't necessarily want to be Zelda. I could just draw her and call it Zelda Practice. It's not like that's that big of a deal. She could be holding a mirror, twirling her hair. The duck face. What's wrong with duck face? Blue steel. Alright, let's try Zelda Girl. Okay. Which one? Okay, this close-up, she's cute. It's too easy. Alright, it's fine. We'll do the close-up. That's what I've been saying. Not only is she doing a peace sign in every picture, but everybody is doing a peace sign in every picture. And, you know, I think If I do more of these, I might sort of request people stop doing peace signs in every picture or have an alternate. So I don't think people think about putting themselves on Reddit, rDrawMe, when they have the picture. I think that's something that occurs to them when they stumble upon the site. This is a a fun opportunity of a story photo, but I don't particularly like that. It's just pictures they already have. It's exactly right. So this will be fun. Let's see if we can do some justice. Doesn't look like it's going to break my mind trying to figure out how to make it cute or make it look like her. We'll see what we can do. Do the phone photo. Which one? This one? Don't do the close-up. No, the bathroom one. Is this one? Okay. Okay, I'll do this one. But no phone. I'll probably draw the phone so she looks ridiculous, and then people will sort of realize, hey, phone photos are not what people should put. It makes it's like easy to do a study where it's just like 1-to-1. That's what it is. Okay, I'm going to, for the audience's sake, have something up. So what I'll do is this, and no one has to stick around for all of it. This is just what's going to be on the menu. This is an experiment. I'll draw this till it looks good, I'll post it to the thing, and then I'll start doing Zelda stuff. And what may happen is that people who see the drawing, if they like it, may click over to see how it was done. They may see that I was streaming. They may see that I'm drawing Zelda, and they may stick around for it. And that'll be it. It was a good photo of her face. Yes. The drawing of the phone is funny. I will probably try to think of something else that could work, but it doesn't necessarily have to hit me right now. She could be playing... I could easily enough fix it so that she's holding a mirror, like an actual mirror, and combing her hair. She could be doing other things with her hand. Mostly, I'd like to see if I could retain the pose and the spirit. Like, you know, if she's got a communicating mirror, two-way mirror, prism, some sort of crystal that can communicate with her elf boyfriend, some sort of elf tech. Yeah, the Zelda has a tablet in these new Zelda games. This is I'm like with the boomers on this. This is there's too much tech advancement in a lot of this stuff. All right, let's get started. Okay, we have over here. This will be a reference that the lovely audience can have it for them to look at. I'll move this up here so I have something to look at. Pamperina can go away. A little more space. Oh, one thing I want to do is I want to draw this at a slightly higher resolution than last time because what I thought was a big drawing was not. Now, I don't want to draw a huge drawing, but I didn't want to accidentally draw small either, because I'm not going to draw the entire thing on, or draw on, you know, edge to edge on this paper. It's going to be a small section in the middle. Hope we get as far as getting something before I have some sort of technical difficulty. Let me move this so I can see if you guys are chatting with me. The Sheikah slate, exactly. Here's a... Don't want to out myself, but I actually haven't played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a bad Zelda fan. Boxer gave me a Switch for like a couple of weeks, and I promised I'd play it, and then I got really busy. Couldn't do anything. That's what I should be doing. I need to borrow his Switch so that work intervenes, and then I'm too busy to play it again. You guys are passionate. That's good. Okay. Manifest it by finding something I'd prefer to do. Okay, so first thing we do is we don't draw on the base white layer. We want to preserve the transparency of the layers that we're drawing on. Okay, from here out, we're going to lay in a rough lay-in. This will be sort of like a chest up, possibly waist up. What is the best Zelda game, and why is it A Link to the Past? Discuss. And Hage, I saw you in the chat earlier. If you're still there, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. This is a little bit of a artistic scheme of sorts. Today I found out that the job I was holding out for having me on today, or this week at all, it's like the highest likelihood of a job hiring you is the job that previously hired you as an artist. And today I found out that they are past review. They've got their approvals in place. The executives are happy, and thus there is no need to hire me this week. So, or ostensibly for the rest of the project until further notice. So, I am back to shouting in the void as my best option for drumming up some work. That's not ideal, but we'll take it. She does have these nice cheekbones. The tilt of her head will make it a little challenging for me to check my work as we go. But we'll get through it. Wind Waker I never played either. But I did enjoy Phantom Hourglass on the DS. That was good. adjust some things here. With her head tilted up, what happens is that the line of where the ears and the eyebrows, where the top of the ear and the top of the eyebrow would normally meet up, there's a raid of 1. Rate of 4. Oh, that's cool. Hello. Everything is... Oh, will the fool learn? I follow you, but I haven't had a chance to check out your stream much. Anyway, when the head is tilted up, the top... I'm going to have to ignore the chat if I'm going to get anything done. If the head is tilted up, and you can see on my image, so normally the bottom of the nose and the bottom of the ear align with the top of the eyebrow and the top of the ear, approximately. But when the head is tilted up, it very much shifts. And my drawing didn't reflect that initially. You kind of have to force yourself to see it for what it is and not just autopilot to those other kinds of basic rules, or else it won't look like her head is tilted up. Good. This is like, this will boil in the background slowly, and then theoretically later on, when nothing is going on in people's lives, they can check back in and see the progress. And what I'll want is like a serious critique as to whether like, yo, you totally botched her ear or something like that. Like, I'm a professional, I can take it. I want to know if it looks like her. I want to know if it doesn't look like her. If it's done to the audience satisfaction, that's about as good as a client note that I could hope to get. But right now I'm just roughing in, trying to find the angles, because we're pretty much doing a 1-to-1 on some of these things. Even this satchel I'm going to include, but I'll make it look like it's like an elf satchel or something. She's a natural analog for Princess Zelda, especially with the pixie cut. That's like trending these days. Zelda with the pixie cut. Somebody released Tears of the Kingdom art that had concept of Zelda with the pixie cut. People went nuts. Now it's all I see in my feed. My Zelda feed. Necklace somewhere. Hey bro, how you doing, man? For those who don't know, Boxer is literally my bro. Not just a bro in spirit, but a bro with genetics. Womb to tomb, baby. I'm very happy that this alternative Zelda playlist has not been flagged or anything yet. So it's a good alt option for our music. She has lovely hands. The freckles are a little ridiculously perfect. Let's see here. She has such short hair, I can't imagine she would actually use a hairbrush. It's makeup. Okay. I was thinking it was makeup. Okay, alright. I believe the makeup artist. Listen. I'm not fighting it. It's good. It's... How could she be so beautiful and she's not even wearing makeup? It's makeup. Alright, we get it. It must be elf magic. Okay, we're not just rote copying. We're gonna stick something in her hand. Let's make it a... We'll make it more interesting, but right now, some sort of stand-in. For something that could read as put an eye on the back, something like that. Okay, give it all the filigree. Something that feels normal. Maybe just for the sake of my own interest in things, we could make it look like the handle conceals a dagger. So she could be something that can feel dangerous as well as beautiful. A little detail if you look for it. Okay. So she could just be like fluffing her bob, basically. Is that... It's not a bob, it's a... I mean, is it a bob? It's a bobbed haircut? I did. I posted the stream. That's why I'm like doing this, spamming the internet for internet, to become internet famous. No, but I mean, I'm doing this to help revitalize interest of as artists as people might give a shit about. Could be... Put me on mute. Leave me alone. Let me think here. It's on the rDrawMe thread. Whatever the Reddit rDrawMe thread. I like touching your earring. Like doing something like that. Let's do like something like an earring. Now, of course, I've never put on an earring, but I can imagine. Let me think here. Okay. It's not about too hard. I want it to look good. I like the idea of something that feels like a... His fingers are not the devil. We fear no finger, not on this stream. But I don't want to cover up her ears. So it has to be done. It's total. Let's try that. Let's do it, but it has to be done right. The gesture in a way that feels like it's doing what we want it to do. Forget that she has these sleeves. I don't want to just reinvent everything here. We can, especially the drapery is going to be that would be a lot for me to attempt to improve on, and I think this is fine. Sort of this bagginess to the clothes. Not a bad one, but it's there, so I want to account for it. Okay. Necklace. Some sort of necklace detail I can barely make out. Maybe it's like a potion vial. Okay, I was wondering if the necklace should be a mushroom, and your keen eyes are much appreciated. I agree, those are, there's a name for that mushroom. Yeah, the fly agaric. I always wondered if it was like... I was like, it's fly agaric. I was like, no, what if that's Spanish fly? And I'm like, is that even a thing? I needed to double check. Amanita muscaria, also known as fly agaric. Oh, she's got pouches on her hips. See, this is men and women. Like, we're so different. I'm just like, oh, pretty face. And they're like, yeah, get the earrings, get the mushroom potions. All right. What if Ham, can you help find me something that would look interesting as like a satchel, as opposed to just this rando Trader Joe's bag she's got around her. Maybe it could look like we could put some, like she was gathering something, but if you thought of an idea that like, hey, this would look good. Or it could be a basket. And you have this belt. Is this not a corset or a bodice? Basket of flowers. Leather satchel, burlap with flowers. I want something where the flowers feel intentional, like that's presented. And then this pouch is understated where it is. I want to make it maybe a little bit more like this. But even the pouch, like whatever this cheesecloth mesh or whatever is too like, I'm all for pouch, but maybe it's not something we can just obviously see through. So that kind of material doesn't feel, it would feel anachronistic. All right, here we go. Yes, I allow links and Zeldas. No one's banned. Okay. Let's see here. This is cool. So maybe that could be on her belt? It does look cute. Let's absorb it. Should that be going around her shoulder? Oh, Lolly, you made that. Or you posted that. That's great. Is that something that should go on her shoulder? Or should it be around her I kind of like the idea of that is a belt bag, yeah, okay. Earthy belt bags. We're gonna make something of a decision here to have this shoulder be higher than the other one, so that we can have a decision to have the rest sort of have this sort of tilt. Oh. We're in danger of becoming a costuming stream. Cute idea. Let's just make it a basket. She's like a fairy influencer. She knows it's contrived. It can be all weaved up. She's a fairy influencer. Her bag is not part of the costume, no. But I was thinking... I'm still sort of thinking that it could be something interesting. Okay, well, we're also going to make a decision to... we're going to make a decision to save the work before it all just disappears. Thanks to a computer crash or something. Okay. Let's make a decision to commit to just a little bit of... We can have a little... strap falling off the shoulder. It's halfway doing it there already. Mushroom basket, yes. Show me a mushroom basket. This one is a little bit... That's a little whimsical. I'm okay if it just looks like a little... Yeah, okay. But yeah, basket of mushrooms. Just have some... Okay, let's... I think I'm pretty happy with, like, the theme. Hold on. Yeah. Shrooms. Lolly posted a shroom basket that only Princess Toadstool could love. Make it look like there's some sort of cloth, like they're not just getting smushed on a bunch of wood. And yeah, let's just make it compatible with her outfit. Almost like an accessory. Feel like it's a little bit tucked in there. Destiny arrived, right? Hey, Destiny. Thanks for stopping by. Got a lively one. This is just an exercise to see if we can lure in some Reddit people. Little bit of an incentive to see how a sketch is made. We don't need too much of that, but some. We're gonna be decisive that this shoulder is closer to camera than this shoulder. Obviously, the face is not very well accounted for yet, but let's flop things and see if we still more or less like things. And actually, I do. Pretty much where I see a lot of work to get done is just in the face, just some likeness stuff. His hands a little more diminutive. Mostly it's working. Let me flop this. I may have put slightly too much tilt on her head, but I'm happy with the progress too. Now I should probably continue with it a little bit more from this pose. It would be a great honor, honestly. For me, I'm used to my stuff just going in the trash bin. Can you imagine? It's like such an injustice, but it's true. Clients will send me a script, a brief, I'll spend all day drawing it, and then the next day they'll be like, whoops, we sent you the wrong one. That one was outdated by 2 weeks. Here's the real one. Let us know when you're done. Oh my god. Yes, sir. Right on that. Alexa, you're back. Everybody, Malexa is an artist and streamer in Portugal. If I have that right, I believe. Alexa was keeping me company this morning when I was doing Zelda stuff at 4 a.m. Okay, let's not noodle. Let's make real decisions. Okay. Yeah, it turns out it's not 4 a.m. everywhere just because it's 4 a.m. for me. I'm more thrown off by flipping the image than I thought it would be. Trying to draw it backwards. Or not backwards, but... seeing slight things that are bogging or trapping me up mentally, but... definitely drawing to I can tell as I'm drawing that I'm unconsciously like leveling out her face so that she's not tilted up. I have to force myself to see it a little more real. You see the underside of her nostrils. We have to. Her earlobes here are essentially, they have to be in line there. Alexa, you could post it. Everybody can fawn over your artistic creation as well. She's done a wonderful chibi biker for a friend of hers. Designing a shirt, if I recall correctly. Okay. Post when you're done. Post anytime. She designed her little emotes there, if I'm not mistaken. Going to be tough for me to get these lips just right, so I don't want to get too bogged down on them. We'll move to another part of the composition very soon. I think ultimately if it looks passably like her and then I just put the freckles in, we'll end up with a really good result. But if I can get a strong likeness, I'd prefer that. Fun expression. A lot of subtle shifts in tone. It's very educational for me as an artist to work on a challenging pose, challenging likeness, challenging. Just to indicate a couple freckles there so I don't forget. Move away from that for a little bit. Because we'll do another round where we flip it again and see what we like and what we hate. Force myself, tear myself away from nitpicking every damn little thing. Definitely want to make sure we don't lose any sense of elegance. With the gesture of her hand. Let's make sure we get those mushrooms in there. Shit. Don't delete the image. Be a little more subtle. Yeah. Yeah, easy enough to delete and save it accidentally. Yeah. So let's do an iterative save. Did that work? Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. Perfect. 10 out of 10. No notes. Yeah, what this is not is a commercial for Corel Painter, which is the program that I'm using. Kind of looks cool. Sort of over darkened her skin tone here, but that's not a permanent thing because I'm going to go in with like an inking pass and lighten things up. Some of this is just to see what something could look like. We'll keep her fair-skinned. Nothing wrong with a highlight, yeah. Well, anyway. Okay, shading there. Okay. Don't need to. Too. Feels like she can have. She's not waifish. She's slender, but not. Don't need to. Certainly doesn't need to be any skinnier. I like an elegant curve on the hand. It's feeling decent. Yeah, it's going to be very educational for me to figure out what exactly it is I need to slightly tweak to get where I want to be with the lip expression. But if I focus just on that, everything else will fall apart. And maybe it doesn't matter that much. All this looks fine. Come out like that. Just looks like a piece of cloth. Some sort of lining. Mushrooms that are... Don't want to do these mushrooms dirty, but I don't think I need to labor over them too much right now. Foraging for mushrooms. Let's make sure that our hands have the proper number of digits on them. No AI hands here. Have to be smart about what these see here. What kind of grip is possible given the angle of the mirror? What is this? Let's click links. Clicky links. Here we go. Yeah, you did it. Beautiful. You can look just for one more second. Super cute, very shy, yes. All attributes I would use. Look like there's some herbs poking out of some of these pouches. That's nice. I love this because it feels like it's a team effort. We're all helping out to improve the station of artists everywhere. The metal loop. More pouches. Who doesn't love herbs? She's ready for the night. Satchel full of mushrooms, pouch full of herbs. Okay. Good enough run so far. Let's flop it. See what we think. Okay, so not that bad. Okay. I think I want to. I really like it. Some things here. We can cover up a little of my imperfect hand drawing by covering it with hair. Sort of solve that. That is pretty cute. More apple cheeks. Yeah, she does. She has structures. Contour, actual shadows, actual bones. The short answer is yes. However, I kind of want to chase that down more in the the lighting phase. And it's like there's it shouldn't be that like in what I've done wrong essentially. I couldn't help myself, but because it's like when you're drawing a cute girl, you want her to look cute right away. But ideally, best practices, you save that surface level stuff like makeup and freckles. That's like the last finishing stuff that you do. In this case, I didn't want for so long to go before I convinced myself I could make her look pretty by making her look pretty. But now I have to sort of... all that is yeah, and it's like even right now, like I'm enjoying the process of adding those details. But there is something about the her expression that will be super challenging, especially if I'm trying to like nail it right now. You know? And there's limits to the tools and the time we have available. I think ideally it's like the last thing you would add. It's like foundation, right? Then other things, or I don't know, is foundation a thing? Anyway, I'm noodling and I gotta stop it. I'm gonna start adding basically the inking, do the inking, so that we can get to the other stuff. You know, like last thing you would do is put the highlights on, but here I'm doing it like way too early, right? It's okay, we can make mistakes. But ideally, I would have enough confidence in my process that I wouldn't skip steps just to help myself along. But all this is like looking cool. All of it looks good. How fun. Okay, so... and also what is also completely normal is like we'll continue on and we'll get to a point where we'll be like, this is great, but I like the rough sketch better, and that's okay. Yeah, jeez. Here, I gotta go back and not add those highlights to the eyes because that's too much. We'll see. I'm going way over what I thought would be the amount of time I would spend on this, but that's okay. Okay, the other thing that may have been a factor was I was using a different tool than I was yesterday. Up till now, and now I'm using the same tool. Which is... it's just a different effect. So this is the tool I'm using on the Zelda sketching. And then this is the tool that I'm using. It's a little bit softer. Yeah. It's all good. All the audience I need. see if I can power through this a bit. Okay. So for this phase, I'm going to try and not do shading. It's like, what can I do that is just linear? More or less tracing over my underdrawing. Earrings. Mushroom. I think someone's home. Hey, Boo, is that you? Wife is home early. I knew she was going to come home. I just figured it would be closer to 1 p.m. That's all. Very friendly ghost. I feel bad. And now I realize I had my Do Not Disturb on. Let me turn that off. Eek. Not good. Hopefully all is well. Let me make sure there's no work emails trying to break through. Of course there won't be, but... And nothing. Okay. Never mind. Oh, thank you, man. My bro has vanquished the intruder. Boom, he was just there, lurking. Hage's there too. Hey, what's up, man? Hage was ready for it too. That's funny. So I didn't even... Sus. Yeah, very sus. I'm being very delicate right now with these lines. They don't need to be anything more than a suggestion. The bots have been wilding. It's because now I'm becoming hip to Twitch, so it's like... That's like the death warrant of anything cool, is when I start paying attention to it. I'm a... Yeah, exactly. Well, I owe it all to people who, like you, who are tuning in, hoping for a nice quiet stream experience, and then... Oh, fuck me. I did the worst thing ever. I'm drawing on my white layer, so... That's not good. Well, I'm going to be too lazy to start from scratch, so what we can do... is we can set it to multiply later and it'll still work, but man, that is like death. What have I done? How could I do that to myself? Not too terribly far, but now I want to keep it consistent. Well, we'll see. That multiply this normal. Get distracted by my own rules. I was excited. try to avoid that. Moving forward, try to avoid it. She definitely has. Even more cheekbone than I've represented here. Feeling fairly close. Close enough for now. Yeah, at this point, better to just bite the bullet, put it on the white layer, set it to multiply, live with it. It's fun. It's part of the process now. It's part of the Zen. You can't do it perfectly. I'll take my time doing a nice bit of this line work, and then at the end we'll set a timeline, like a deadline of time, shade it up and be done with it in like half an hour or something like that. I wonder if my Boxer, are you actually listening and stuff, or are you 'cause how did you zap that thing so fast? Or is it somewhat automated, maybe? You're here. Man, that was awesome. You're a great mod. I was halfway curious what the bot was going to say, but I guess there's no point to encouraging them at all. Like, if the bot types something and I respond to it, does it know that I'm talking to it? Is it really a bot? Or is it like, might there be a person piloting the bot? Or might they be like, oh, we got a sucker here. Okay, so just spam. What if they're real life kids that are just misguided and putting on a jape or a joke or... good-natured ribbings. We all love a good-natured ribbing. They're just innocent advertisers. Cheap viewers. Yes, I see him. Zap him. Zap the bot. I've got all the cheap viewers I need. Oh, you know what happened? It's because I posted it on Reddit. Do you guys think that might have been a factor? Reddit bots have become... yeah, it's like whack-a-mole. They're like, this person's still trying. We got a live one. Like mosquitoes, kind of. Perfectly nice stream, minding our own business, and then the bugs move in. Ban that SOB. Called my viewers cheap. In some ways, I almost prefer this Zelda lo-fi. It's a little less recognizable. It's a little less obvious as Zelda. Like, it's there if you know it, but even aside from that, it's still pretty... It's pretty agreeable. Yeah. I do still like the other one, but I was looking for some kind of opportunity to audit some other music, and then this ended up working out okay. So far, so good. I don't want it to look like there's too much tension. Should the pointy part of the black part of the belt, should that go through this loop? Should it... Or anybody can chime in, but only because it felt like Pam had the inside scoop on it. Like, just let me know if this is looking like no girl would wear it. The way it is right here. It's like the bottom of a corset. So it could go, as I've been drawing it, this way. Like the belt goes over it. Like it doesn't have to stop like up here. Okay. Okay. It does look pretty good. Yes, I did too good of a job on the job I did last week, and they don't need me this week. So this is it. This is my prospect for now. Instant internet fame. There's no way this could backfire. Guaranteed success. Cool. You know, that I put the belt in the feed, you know. Maybe they'll get some free advertising, huh? Feels like something stashed in the belt. Okay, kind of getting there. Well, I think that's the selling point here for asking an artist. That's the dream, right? Is that it's being enhanced and in a way that, well, you're giving me the credit that you guys are putting into it. Obviously, the specific details that she would be impressed by, aside from a likeness, you know, I can pretty much do what I can to assure that that part is done as well as I can do. But yeah, like the imagination, the sort of imaginative filter that she's putting on here, sort of what we're trying to achieve. No, I don't want to come all this way just to mess up some fingers, so tread carefully. I want her to grip the mirror, but not tightly. It almost feels okay. Thank you. Whoa, what'd I do? Oh, that's funny. You could see what happens when I cut out on a white layer, and what a disaster. It's the battle of the emotes. Okay, here's the real test. Can I draw halfway decent? A halfway decent mirror. So many emotes. Here, let me do the rest of the sleeve and stuff first before I embarrass myself. Alexa is fitting in right at home with the usual gang. The shroommonger's wife. That's what it is. It's so funny because my kids have recently started watching the Smurfs. Don't they all live in like mushrooms? It's like a funny... Fairycore. Okay, I've heard of cottagecore. It's similar, I'm sure. I need to get out to the Renaissance Fair while it's still going on. I was actually just working on a Airbnb commercial that takes place at the Renaissance Fair. If you guys ever see those Airbnb commercials, they're all computer animated. Not that you should watch commercials, but if you happen to see the animated ones where it's like it's like a dollhouse basically. Little magical scenarios happen. But yeah, been on a few of those projects. All right, she's packed to the gills, so to speak, with mushrooms. We'll get that little hair thing in the Good. No one needs to watch TV. Okay, this is gonna be death. It's like I want to like close my eyes and just draw. Oh, that's pretty good. There, let's just go with that. Looks like a YOLO to decent YOLO to decent mirror there. I do want it to... One thing I want to make sure is that it doesn't... either it is or isn't competing with her face in terms of size. So it could be smaller than her face or bigger, but I don't want it the same size. Yeah. Yeah, well, that doesn't feel like it's a good composition. Well, it's also closer to the mirror, I think. Yeah, maybe Zelda's heading off to the Mushroom Festival. There's part of the curve here that doesn't look good to me. I want to do something to break up the forms a bit so it doesn't feel so much like a primitive geometric shape. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, good. Zelda's a fan of the big mushroom. That more or less feel like the back of a mirror. And then we'll give it a... Well, if it's the shake, it's like the desert people eye. That might be too much. I really should just put a Triforce on it, huh? You like the eye? Okay. I liked it too, I just didn't know. I'm also gonna somewhat embarrass myself that I don't know exactly what it looks like, so. Okay, thank you. Huh. Lens of truth. Huh. That's a game I did not play. But we'll riff on it. The real Zelda fans will know. Decently good. Okay. So what I just did was I multiplied, essentially stacked the images on top of themselves to bring them into sharper relief. And that's just a little bit of a hack that tends to work in that sometimes it's easier to draw light, but then you end up with a light drawing, but we're drawing digitally, so it's just as easy to draw light and then add the darkness to the lines later and have a great result like this. Now, again, I jumped ahead a step. I want to add that thing on her. This lovely little bit of detail. But we're kind of in the home stretch. A quick save. Only because my system is not particularly stable, I do kind of have to do this sort of quick save marathon sometimes, especially if work is looking good. I don't want to lose it. It's not exactly living dangerously. You like the mirror? Okay, cool. I like it too. I like it too. I don't know what it is. I don't know what all those little things are. But it needed them, right? Come on, just draw the perfect curve. Okay, there we go. Pretty close. Right. too much. Feel like I'm gonna cheat these a little so that they go with the form of her forehead a little bit instead of competing against it. It wasn't bad, but and then a similar deal. I want to try swapping these overlaps. Because it kind of is competing with the tilt of the head. Making it look like the other one is wrapping around the other one. I feel like that helps it a little bit more. We're in a decent spot to flop it and check our work. I mean, even if some parts could be more perfect, I don't see too many problems that are jumping out, which is great. I don't think this elbow needs to be so sharp. What if I can ever so slightly center this up just a bit? What do you guys think so far? Definitely want to... I like to hear that. I'm going to subtly lighten up the lines here on this mirror. They don't need to be that intense. Certainly seems to capture the spirit of the thing. Okay, let's do some quick shading. Let's see how much we can get in half an hour. Awesome. Guys, give me 2 seconds to check on my wife. I'll be right back. Hey, boo. Let's see if this works. My music went away. That's terrible. Can you guys hear me? Oh, it just automatically pauses. There it goes. Okay, cool. All right, all is well. Let's try some shading. Let's see if we don't mess this up. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Good likeness. I'll save a few things like freckles, but yeah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the face too much. Too much more. Challenging expression, very much so, but it's good to be challenged, good to learn. Thank you, Lolly. Okay, let's not forget to do all these little guys. done a good job of paying close attention to the time. Well, let's say there's like 10 minutes left. So we'll finish at like 1:30. Fantastique. Incroyable. Honestly, I really appreciate the chiming in and the little helpful, hey, try this, or maybe this, or, you know, I hope we're all proud of ourselves for helping bring this together. It wouldn't have happened as well if it was just me. What would happen is I'd have 1,000 spam bots, and she'd be holding a phone and giving the peace sign, and you know, wearing her Trader Joe's bag. Having the input really helps make the difference. Take it next level. Next level, chef. Chef level. Don't need to go too crazy with makeup, but a little more eyelash. Definitely need a highlight there. One of these. Get some freckles. Show us your cool next project. This is a fan art. This is like a fan art stream. We're all fans of art. Little highlight on the eyeballs. It's pretty good. Clicking a link. Oh, this is great. Oh, we can all see it. Okay, but here it is. It's super cute. My son is now 4 years old, but he tells me he's 7. Basically, and he kind of bypassed the onesie phase. It kind of bugs me. I really wanted him to linger more in this cute phase where the onesie was a thing. He would have done really well, but it was here and gone so quick. That's really cute. Thank you for sharing. All right, team, what do we think? Anything worth, the onesie's coming back. Anything obvious I need to fix? Have we done enough? Haven't we done enough already? Very real, very sincere. Stab at making it good. Quite happy. Ooh, secondaring? See, this is the stuff. This, like, I'm totally going to ignore stuff like that. Thank you for pointing that out, especially. Yeah, I'll admit the strap situation here is a little befuddling. I sort of have it. Like I do want it to look like there is Well, what's interesting is in the image, this part seems to have a frill, but I can't seem to identify that on here. So I've sort of hedged it a bit where there kind of is a strap, or yeah, and that's essentially what I'm trying to make it look like, is a bunch of fabric. I better have dozens and dozens of upvotes. That's funny. It definitely feels like enough has been done. And I don't want to take up everybody's day. All right, internet stranger. Take my art and love it. I'll just keep messing with it until it looks like crap. So, we're done. Let's call it a day. Guys, thank you so much. I'll post it. We'll see what you think. We'll see what the world thinks. Dozens and dozens of upvotes. All right. Send positive vibes. Yes, click that link. This will be the link. And we'll see. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what happens. All right. Good or bad. You'll help me commiserate if I get downvoted, right? That'll be fun. Okay, so stay tuned till... I won't do it again till tomorrow. So, all right. Thanks so much, everybody. Adios.